this offense.
Tulane with an opportunity on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Green Wave. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back after.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Trying to get to it. They get to him as he throws. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Aztecs will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Slips through the line. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Fires to the big fella. Across the 25, he's got room. Racing down the left side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they can become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been
picked off. Got some room to run. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
You know, as an offense, when you're trying to complete these tunnel screens, you're going to have to be able to negotiate some of these defenders near the line of scrimmage. They're all looking to swat it away. Good job by the defense there.
Showing off the arm. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Early in the game, really good decision by the quarterback there on the zone read. He's reading the defensive end, who crashes down to take the running back. That triggers him to hold the football, use his speed, get to the outside, rip off a big play.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Tulane. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they cover the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the right. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Aztecs are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
Here comes the option. Picks up the first down. Open space at the 25. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Aztecs come to the line with a new set of downs. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Pressure coming. Got his man on the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Aztecs! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. They're bringing heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
Shows him the stiff arm. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And they sniff that draw out. With a draw unit, you really have to sell that pass like you're going to throw the ball down the field. But the defensive line, the defense was not biting it. You could tell they were ready for it. Came, got on the running back, got him on the ground quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Green Wave. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
San Diego State, 7.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Getting some heat. Quickly complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Aztecs moving quickly to the line. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Hjkk. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down.
He's off to the races. Touchdown, San Diego State. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Oklahoma has the lead right now, but even though we've heard Boomer Sooner a bunch, this has been a nip and tuck. Inside Memorial Stadium. They are up by 7 over the Royals. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Hines is way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
Listen, I know that's not a huge game, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth quarter game.
Finds the tight end. Turns it on in midfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking to go up top on first down. He looks that one in nicely.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. He now has 61 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Defense trying to come up with a stop on second and goal. He's looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave. Lining up for the PAT. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
35. San Diego State, 14.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you've got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And that pass intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Firing to the right, complete. They get him down after he makes the catch.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Looking to throw on second down. It's caught. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Looking to buy time. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard, so you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Corners are walked up tight. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
And this junior loves to show off that big arm. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before half. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tulane. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So they picked up 32 yards on that drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lewis. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From the shotgun, the inside give. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. He'll come out throwing on first down. And they got him for the sack. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. The run to the left. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
42, San Diego State, 14.
The kickoff team out there and ready to go.
Set to advance on the football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up. These guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Handoff to the lone back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
All right, they've shown this formation a lot of times, especially in the first half. Now what do? They show the formation, pull some guys and run a counter backside. Beautiful play design. Way to adjust in the second half.
They try to pop a run on the draw. Still running at the 40. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
A little screen to the running back. Tackled there by the defense.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Keeps the legs moving.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
The give to the left side. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. 1st down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Now they'll run the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And the draw play, you know, it's about looking over here, look for pass, and then slipping it in real quick. Defense, too quick getting in the backfield, caging that ball, making it stay in the middle of the field, getting the big TFL.
And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. Pocket starts to collapse. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave. They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Middle Tennessee is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 21 over the Coyotes. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. They're trying to get to it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver. It'll be second down.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
It's complete to the right. Got room at the 35. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. They'll try the right side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run the option. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. And the Aztecs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The option look. He'll toss it. On the move at the 30. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Aztecs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the option. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown Aztecs. The AT unit on the field. Splits those uprights right at half. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass.
San Diego State, 21.
He'll bring it out. It's Bravo. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Touchdown, San Diego State. And once he got loose, it was all over.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
A About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
28.
Coming out with it, it's Bravo. He's got great speed. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Tulane 49, San Diego State.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Tulane right back to the line. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll turn it loose out to the right. Touchdown, Green Wave! And the stomping has commenced. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
56, San Diego State 28.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Finds his big tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. They go to the ground. At the 45 on his way. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
And the Aztecs look to do some damage in the red zone. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. The Aztecs will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll ride his man on the option.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. Listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll leave it with him. He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be 4th down and 3. And the Aztecs in the hurry up. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Lets it go to the end zone. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do.
And he's running in the open. Smashes through. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside give.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Using his feet to buy time. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. They'll throw it on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Coming after it. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, nice job on the defense understanding who their go-to guy is. That's the guy they want to feature. That's the guy they want to feed with good reason. He's a great player, but a great job by the defense taking away that primary read, making sure they don't make a big play.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on fourth? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. The backups are on the field. They get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
And the incompletion brings up a second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Welsh. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
On the option. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch. As you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. The back goes in motion. On third down, he drops the throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Makes the catch. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Now on the option. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal. Let's go. Movement here from the tight end. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. The 50. The 40. Running inside the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tulane. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Cincinnati is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in the Queen City for some time. They're up 14 over Akron. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They'll run play action. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
In that 3rd down and manageable situation, I love the RPO play call. You just would love to see your offensive line get a little bit more push. That was a good look to run into, but the defense just beat them up front.
They have given it up on all 3 of their previous 4th down tries. Can they keep the drive alive here? He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down distance like that, comes up with a huge 1st down.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now.